I'm going to pass to Ash.
Thank you, UNUN, for inviting me. Hello, everyone. My name is Aishwarya Pawar. My teammates Patrick, Shiram, and I have been working on the GrowFL project. So the last project was all about arts education, and our project is all about second stage companies. What are second stage companies, and what is their significance to the state of Florida? Y'all may think that large companies provide the lion's share of jobs in the state of Florida, but you may be overlooking smaller second stage companies. Second stage companies are defined as having an annual revenue of $750K to $50 million and having 6 to 150 W-2 employees. In Florida, over 37% of jobs come from these companies, and 15% of companies in Florida are second stage companies. We can see that these companies are creating a significant number of jobs and contribution to Florida's economy. In 2020, there was a net increase of jobs of over 225,000 within the state of Florida. And this growth of second stage companies is due to from recovery from COVID-19, where unfortunately a lot of companies closed. 2020 is a year I bet none of us will ever forget. More than 400,000 businesses have expanded, and that is all due to increase in job creation from these companies. Due to these reasons, we can see that the financial health of the state is not only from large companies, but from small and medium-sized companies as well. That is why we need to watch and support these companies, because these companies support statewide economic development. We can see how impactful second stage companies are to the state of Florida. But unfortunately, these companies face a lot of challenges, and they don't become large companies, or they don't reach their potential that they can be. This is where GrowFL comes into play. GrowFL is a nonprofit organization that aims to help growth of second stage companies by providing resources and spotlighting companies. GrowFL also focuses on economic development. For every dollar invested with GrowFL, $9 are returned on the investment. Also, GrowFL has impacted the regional GDP by $942 million. Isn't that amazing? GrowFL has many programs that support small businesses by providing them resources for company growth. One of their primary programs is called Florida's Companies to Watch. GrowFL has a unique awards program called Florida's Companies to Watch, where 50 second stage companies are honored that demonstrate high growth, innovation, and community service. There are 3 rounds to this program: applicants, finalists, and honorees. I know I'm saying rounds. It may seem like these companies are fighting, but they're not. They're competing against one another. So all companies that apply are applicants. Then they're filtered down and shortlisted as finalists, and then are further reviewed, and then 50 companies are finally selected who become honorees. And all 50 companies get resources, and CEOs get mentorship along with they're spotlighted as well. We can see how important Florida Companies to Watch data is to our project. Now I'm going to invite Patrick to talk about our project goals.
All right. Thank you, Ash. So
The goal of our project was to identify trends and patterns across different regions and industries for GrowFL. That way they could highlight opportunities of growth and expansion within their program. And so to start, we wanted to first look at the data that we had and do data pre-processing, data cleaning and data merging. Then we wanted to move into text pre-processing by doing text modeling or text mining and then text pre-processing. Then we wanted to create a Tableau dashboard by first creating different visualizations in Tableau and then combining them to be able to tell a story with our data. Okay, so then the data that we got was from the Florida Companies to Watch program. And we had different types of data like text data, which had company culture and philanthropic activities. We also had financial data like revenue growth and FTE growth. FTE growth being if you have 2 part-time employees, they're combined together to account for 1 full-time employee. So we had that data. Then we also had demographic data like gender. We had gender, race for the company, and then we also had counties and regions. Then we had different industry types. So we had 30 different industry types that with the help of GrowFL and the NAICS codes used by the U.S. Census Bureau, we were able to condense down into 9 main industry types. And these industry types are used by the Bureau just to categorize these different companies. And so, of course, like all the other projects in here, we faced our own challenges. And so the main ones that we had, or that I'll talk about, is demographic labeling. So we had mismatched counties and regions that we just had to organize with the help of GrowFL. And then we also had Tableau dashboards because we all have a different idea of how we want the data to come together. But at some point, we have to decide and create these dashboards for our client. And now we'll move into the first visualization that we have. And so this first dashboard is our summary dashboard. And this dashboard, we can see our applicants and honorees total count across the years. And we can see that through 2017 and 2018. And then we can go back to all. And if we check at the bottom left, we can pick a specific industry like manufacturing, who has over 130 applicants, and about 73 of those became honorees. So then we can also see in the top left corner that the average annual revenue growth for this industry was over $6.6 million. But if we check at a different industry like construction and real estate, they have around $8 million in average annual gross revenue. And then we can also see that their FTE growth is higher than manufacturing and that their revenue growth is higher than manufacturing. And then we can move on to our next visualization. And so this visualization, we can check into a specific region for our applicants' FTE growth, say like Tampa Bay, the Tampa Bay region. And we can see at the bottom right corner, the darkest bar is Citrus County, which has 66% in FTE growth. And we can check on the left side on the Florida map, and we'll see that there's only one applicant that's making up for this high FTE growth. But if we want to check the county next to it, Hillsborough, they have 42 applicants, and they're producing around 32% FTE growth. So Citrus County is more of an outlier here. And then we can also back out and check a specific industry. So say we can check IT and media. And then if we look at the top right corner, we'll be able to see Palm Beach, which has the most applicants in this industry. And then the second most is going to be Orange County. So to summarize, this dashboard can be used by GrowFL to check FTE growth, the FTE growth of their applicants by specific regions, counties, and industries. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for me. So I'm going to let my other teammate, Sriram, do the rest of this.
Thank you, Patrick. So, as we have all seen the visuals relating to the quantitative data, so now let's look into the qualitative data, that is the text data which we have in our project. So, so we perform text mining and topic modeling. So all the text data which we received is from the honorees data set, and honorees responded to various columns in various questions in the data. So they responded to various questions like company description, company culture, company's philanthropic activities, and company's unique strength. So these are the steps which we performed in text mining and topic modeling. So the first step was to merge all the text data together. And the second step was to do text pre-processing. So here we had to perform various techniques like tokenization, and then remove the stop words, and then we needed to use regular expressions to remove various unwanted symbols in the text data. And then we used word cloud to represent the most frequent words in the text data. And then we needed to create tokens from the text data, from all the pre-processed text, and then we created the dictionary. So you might be wondered, what is this token? What are these tokens or tokenization? So tokenization is a process of breaking down a large sentence into individual words. And then we perform topic modeling. So we needed to get these topics from the text data. So for that, we used an algorithm called as LDA. So LDA gave us the best results out of all the topic modeling algorithms which we used. So these are the group of words, the corpus of words which are given by our LDA algorithm. And you can see this cluster of words, which is machine intelligence, like given by LDA. And these are the topics which we came up, which is human intelligence. Like we tried to categorize these topics based on the context of the words. So we came up with topics like community engagement and sustainability, strategic leadership, innovative workforce, evidence-based design, and scaling the customer base. So now let's dive deep into the text mining visualization. Yeah. So here you can see the distribution of topics across various regions, across counties, across regions, across industries, by age of the firm, and across various years. So if you look into the first visualization that is on the top left, we can clearly see the highlighted blue region is the high FTE generating topics. So on the x-axis, you can clearly see the topic labels, and on the y-axis, you can see the responses which are given by various honorees, like unique strengths, company culture, company description, and philanthropic activities. So on the top left visualization, when we select community engagement and sustainability and strategic leadership, we can clearly see that these two topics are the most repeated or the most frequent topics which are found out of the text data, all the text topic data, all the topics. So, and these topics turned out to be the most FTE generating topics out of all the other topics. And when we look into the central visualization, that is the distribution of topics across the years from 2017 to 22, we can see that strategic leadership has been consistent across all the years. But in the year 22, we can see the community engagement and sustainability has not gotten into where it should be when compared to the previous years. So we believe that this should be we believe that this could be the community engagement and sustainability can be a topic where GrowFL can try to look into. And also, using all these visualizations, we would like to, using all these visualizations, GrowFL can try to support the mission of expanding their mission of supporting the second stage companies, thereby which create economic development and sustainability. And these are the recommendations and next steps for GrowFL. So first recommendation which we have is to travel to various counties and where there are less number of applications. So in this visualization, we can clearly see a comparison between the total on the left side visualization, we can see that the total Florida establishments, second stage establishments across various counties. And on the right side, we can see the total Florida establishments, second stage establishments, which are received by GrowFL from 2017 to 22. So on the left side, we can see that the high density or the darker regions correspond to where more number of second stage establishments are there. And on the right side visual, we can see that the darker regions correspond to the higher number of application count. So this will be like a comparative visualization, which will help GrowFL to find out where regions where they are getting less number of applications from. And the second recommendation which we have is to, in the applicant to honorary process, we created a feature engineering tool called as revenue stability, which can be used in filtering out the applicants across various industries and regions. And the third recommendation which we have is to develop community engagement programs using the topics which we created. So the topics like community engagement can be used as these topics are spread out across various industries and regions. So these topics can be used and they can create a marketing plan, a marketing strategy according to that particular region, and then they can expand their program to various industries and regions. And then the fourth recommendation which we have is to diversify their outreach to other industries. Like from our analysis, we have found out that manufacturing industry and the IT industry are getting the most number of applications. So GrowFL can also start looking into other industries like retail and hospitality and trade and logistics, where less number of applications are coming from. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.